Hi there, it's James here again, dating coach for women. And today I want to talk to you about the top 10 places you can go and things that you can do to find a millionaire, to find a millionaire man, to find that one in a million millionaire, the man that you want to make your boyfriend or your husband and maybe have children with and live happily ever after. So there are a set of strategies that you can implement in order to give yourself the best chance at finding and keeping a millionaire. But first, I just want to say that it's okay if you are attracted to a wealthy man, to a millionaire. It is built into your psychology that you are attracted to a man with resources. This goes all the way back to ancient times when we were cavemen and cave women. If you didn't mate or partner with the strongest man, then you would literally die, or your offspring would die from an attacking wild animal or from attacking rival tribes. So inherently, it is in your psychology as a woman to be attracted to a man with resources. In fact, I've just finished reading three great books that prove this from a psychological point of view. The Evolution of Desire by the Harvard professor David Buss, and also Why We Love by Helen Fisher. They both talk about how it's perfectly natural and it's built into your evolutionary psychology to be attracted to a man with resources. And in today's modern world, a man of resources means a man with money, a man who can provide for you and potentially your offspring. So first of all, it's okay that you are attracted to a man like that. Don't let society tell you otherwise. It's been going on for hundreds of thousands of years. All right, top 10 places to meet a millionaire. Number 1, upscale steakhouses. What man doesn't love to eat steak? And what wealthy man doesn't like to eat upscale steak or steak in upscale steakhouses? Just do a Google search wherever you live and find like the best steakhouse in town. Start going there, maybe drink at the bar. The kind of guys that you're looking for in terms of that millionaire man. Maybe a guy who's got a huge expense account for his company. They're always going to go to the best steakhouse in town. Number 2, 5-star hotel bars. What's the best hotel in the city that you live in? Wealthy men are coming through, staying in the hotel. They tend to go down into the bar. Even guys who live in your city who maybe aren't coming through are likely going to have a business meeting in that bar, or they're going to catch up with friends in a hotel bar. Have lunch at cafes and restaurants around major business districts. Again, where is the point in your city which has got the most business going on? If you're in New York City, you're going to the Fifth Avenue or Wall Street. If you're in Los Angeles, maybe somewhere downtown or in West Hollywood, depending on what profession that you're looking for. Again, just go down and have lunch at cafes and restaurants in areas where you know that these kind of successful businessmen will be. Taking up sports that these millionaires like to play: golf, sailing, polo. Now, sailing, for example, this doesn't really do you much good if you're living inland and you're not on the coast. But if you're living on the coast, sailing has got some of the wealthiest men in the world love sailing. So if you go and join a sailing club, even if it's just to watch or to help out or do something, you're going to be surrounded by these super wealthy guys. Golf. So many wealthy men love golf. Take up golf. Even if you're horrible at it, there's going to be a wealthy man who's going to love to come over and help you and show you and give you some tips. Hang out at the golf course on a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday, or maybe just midweek in the mornings. These successful guys will be coming through, try and catch his eye that way. Polo, obviously polo, again, like sailing, is for ultra successful and wealthy people. Every major city or, suburban areas outside of those cities have a polo club somewhere. Again, the kind of people, the kind of men who play that sport are the ultra wealthy. Okay, so take that up. Charity and fundraising events is the 5th tip. Sign up as a volunteer. You don't need to go there and, donate your money, but you can donate your time. And that way you'll get a sneak peek at the guest list. You'll get an invite to the party, and you'll get a free pass to mingle with the super wealthy. Great way to get in there and see, who's providing all this money, who's wealthy, and catch that man's eye. Number 6 is sign up for the club rooms in the airport. So all these airlines, if you're in a frequent flyer program and you generate enough frequent flyer points, you can go into the clubs while you're waiting for your plane. Rather than waiting in the general area, you can go into like the VIP section of these airport lounges, like American Airlines, United, British Airways, Qantas, whatever. But again, try and get into those reward programs, and instead of going and waiting out at the terminal for your plane, go in and wait in the clubs. That's where the wealthy guys are hanging out. The other thing, just staying with the aviation theme, is if you become an air hostess. Now, obviously, if you're an air hostess in the first class section, a lot of first class air hostesses end up marrying wealthy guys just because they're hanging out with wealthy guys all day. The other side of that is you could work for a private plane company. In fact, I have a platonic girlfriend who just recently started dating a guy. She is an air hostess for a private plane company, and she takes trips overseas the whole time. And she met a guy on the plane, and they've started dating. And this guy has like a $20 million home in Malibu and in Los Angeles, and is flying her all over the world. And they're going jet skiing and all the kind of things that you can imagine the lifestyle would be like if you were, living a millionaire lifestyle or you were with a millionaire. So that's another great way to meet wealthy guys if that's for you. It's not for everyone, obviously. Maybe you don't want to be an air hostess, but even if you worked for a private plane company, in a position where men who owned these planes or were leasing these planes or hiring these planes were coming in and out in that high traffic kind of area, again, that's going to increase your chances to catch his eye, to strike up a conversation. Tip number 8 is work for the rich. 22% of married couples met their spouse through work. So work for the rich. Do you know any wealthy people? Offer to work for them. Do you know a company that are owned by, incredible millionaires and highly successful people? Again, try and get a job working there. Put yourself in a position where you're surrounded by millionaire men. Work for the wealthy. Tip number 9 is get rich friends. It's so simple, but really, if you're not meeting rich people, then maybe you need to make some new rich friends. Find some rich friends, befriend them, become genuinely interested in them, be their genuine friend. And when you become friendly with them, they'll introduce you to their rich friends. And then those rich friends will introduce you to their rich friends. And soon, before you know it, you're hanging out with very wealthy, very rich people. And the chances of you meeting your millionaire husband-to-be or partner-to-be increase dramatically. And then tip number 10 is go to auction houses. Whether it's an auction for art or for very expensive homes, or for artifacts or whatever it is, go there and just hang out at the auction houses. Go and work for an auction house. Go and be there when the auctions are taking place and just keep an eye out for guys and try and catch the eye of a man there. Again, really, really wealthy guys like to go and bid on property, on art, on all kinds of things. And again, another great place where we get a high concentration of those rich men. So let's just go over them one last time. Upscale steakhouses, 5-star hotel bars. Make sure you're having lunch at cafes and restaurants in a high suburban area around major business districts. Play golf or take up sailing or polo. Great ways to meet millionaire guys. Charity and fundraising events. Sign up as a volunteer, and then you get invited into the parties. Sign up for the club rooms at the major airports with the major airlines. Become an air hostess, first-class air hostess, or work for a private plane company. Just be around those kind of people. Work for the rich, get rich friends, and also go to auction houses. If you'd like to learn more tips on how to get a millionaire and how to attract your 1 in a million guy who could very well be a millionaire, just click the link in this video or click the link below in the description, and I'm going to give you a whole lot of other tips to help you get your dream man. Okay, that's it from me. I'll catch you on the next one.